Okay guys, this is your 1C notes on how to write a 5-paragraph essay. Before we get started, a little quick review from last class. What are the 3 different types of paragraphs? Well, the first one is an intro paragraph. It's going to give background knowledge of the material, and it has your thesis statement at the end. The second type is your body paragraph. It explains the points in your thesis, and it's used to defend your stance. For now, go ahead and pretend you're not seeing the scoring, because we're waiting on that one for the moment. Oh, one for each point. I'm sorry. Mr. Nolan's having a moment, guys. Yep. Really having a moment. So there's one body paragraph for each point in your thesis. So if you use 3 examples to defend your thesis, you have 3 body paragraphs. If you only use one, it's only one body paragraph. And then the last paragraph is your closing paragraph. It's going to restate the thesis and then sum things up. So again, here you go. Intro paragraph, body paragraph, closing paragraphs. Now, a couple of different types of essays that are specific to history, the 2 types we're going to write in here. The first one's called a compare and contrast. And what that is, it's an essay that compares how 2 separate things are alike and how they are different. When writing a compare and contrast essay, you're going to need to do the following. So you're going to write the following steps down. Intro paragraph with a thesis, pretty standard. You're going to write one body paragraph discussing how the 2 things we're comparing are alike, and then another body paragraph discussing how they're different. If you want to, another similarity or difference, that's optional. I'm not going to ask you to do that this year for the most part unless you really want to. And then a closing paragraph. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 total paragraphs. So what a compare and contrast essay might be, I'm going to ask you to compare and contrast to religions. So Roman Catholicism and Greek Orthodox Christianity, for example. So you would be wanting to talk about a way that they're alike and a way that they're different. So in your thesis statement, you might say Roman Catholic Church and the Greek Orthodox Church are alike because of this, and they're different because of this. That might be a thesis statement. And then you're going to have your body paragraph. The first one will be talking about the ways that they're alike. And preview for you for when we get to this point in the year, they're alike because they both believe in Jesus Christ. Now, they're different in the way that they practice. So your second body paragraph is going to be talking about the differences. So that's a compare and contrast essay. All right, so let's do as an example, compare and contrast middle school and elementary school. So in your opening paragraph, I want you to go ahead, you give a little background info, maybe just some basic differences. Middle school is K to 5, or elementary school is K to 5. Middle school is 6 to 8. And then you would write a thesis statement. So we're going to pause for a second, and I want you to go ahead and write a thesis. All right, now that we've got a thesis statement written for that, and we've talked about it as a group, so you're going to go ahead and do body paragraph 1. Body paragraph 1 is going to follow whatever your thesis statement is. So this would be your reason that they are alike. Okay. Body paragraph 2 would be your reason that they are different. And then at the end, you're going to close by restating the thesis. So hopefully we've got our thesis. We're going to go ahead and pause the video for a second. I want you guys to go ahead and quickly fill in the rest of that outline. All right, now that we've got that done, hopefully you see that the structure isn't all that hard. It's pretty simple. Write the thesis, one reason they're alike, explain it, one reason that they're different, explain it, and then move on. Now the other type of essay that we're going to talk about is called change over time. All right, change over time is also known as a CCOT, and what it is, it's a compare and contrast over time. It's very much just like a compare and contrast essay. It's going to have the same structure. The only difference is that the difference paragraph is going to be about how something changed over time. Okay, so now instead of talking about 2 things that happen at the same time, we might be talking about how things have changed or how things have evolved. So the way that this structure is going to work, similarity is how things were alike in the beginning, and the difference is going to be how they are different in the end. So if I might be doing a change over time essay, I might be talking about how you have changed. So how you were at the beginning and how you were at the end. Otherwise, it's the same structure. Okay? So let's go ahead and do this. How did you change as a person during middle school? So remember, you'd be writing a thesis talking about how you were initially and how you are now. And as you guys remember, your similarity paragraph is how you were in the beginning. So like, how did you dress? How did you behave? What types of things did you like? And the difference is now, how are you different at the end of middle school? So you're going to be thinking about how you were in 6th grade versus June of 8th grade. Since June of 8th grade was like a whole 2 months ago, I hope we can remember that. Okay? So go ahead. The video is done at this point in time, and we're going to go ahead and do this as a group. All right?